Hey everyone, hey everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today? The lesson today is grow where you're planted, okay? So I'm in the garden. I have a lot of chores to do. So I have to, one, pick the peas. Two, I took off all of these. Now, this is the lesson. So you bloom where you planted. Now I'm doing a pumpkin patch over here, and this is what God put in the garden. So there's a pumpkin patch. These are the boy pumpkin flowers. If there's no girl to pollinate, the boy plant is useless. So you can take it off and turn it into a lovely recipe, or you can press flowers or whatever. But that is the message. We need the boy to pollinate the girl. Okay? Then I have to go and get these peas, these string beans. I have to harvest the string beans. And there's a lesson with this too. Do you know if you leave these on the plant thinks that it is mature and it doesn't have to produce anymore. So it's always good to harvest what you sow, okay? Now I'm trying not for my phone to get burnt by the sun up here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. So there's a lot of work to do. And in life, there's a lot of work to do. Grow where you planted. You see weeds, even this bag of compost here has a purpose. You throw things away and then you put it in there and it goes back into the garden. The garden takes care of itself, okay? So let me come over here and I will show you. Here's another boy plant, but I don't have any girl pumpkins yet. Once I have a girl, then I can utilize those boy plants. And so that's where a lot of folks think. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. And this is Minister Patricia, Glorious Conqueror. I am in the garden trying to get some peas, those string beans from there. And the message is grow where you plant it. As you can see, weeds, dandelions, people think of dandelions as a nuisance plant. But it's not really a nuisance because there's an entire ecosystem out here. And those dandelions play a major part not only for medicine, but they also play a part in the ecosystem here. So if you pluck up all the weeds, and nothing else can grow inside that space because now you're either going to have a desert, nothing growing, or you're going to have a perfect lawn and there's not the entire ecosystem that God put there. So everything that is created to work with something else. And that's what God is trying to tell us, that we all need each other. We all need things in the environment. So let me go over here real quick and let's see what's here. Let's take a look. Take this off and you can see this beautiful harvest. So you can harvest, but you have to plant. You have to plant something. So in life, the same thing applies. If you don't plant something, you can't grow anything. you can't harvest. So grow where you're planted. If God puts you in a certain circumstances in a certain situation, make the best of that situation, okay? Now this is the Texas sun. It's got to be about 86 degrees right now, and I have a tree over me, a crepe myrtle with tons of bees in it, but I'm going to try to get my work done. So those are the bees, and those are the pumpkin patches closest to the screen, and back there are the string beans. So this is how you learn how to do things in life. I don't know anything about gardening. I'm a city lady. I'm from New York City, but I'm in Texas, and I'm going to grow where I'm planted. Amen. Hit the like buttons, folks. Hit the like, share. Let let's share the message. Keep the channel going. So I have some marigolds here, and so the sun is a little bit too hot, so I'm going to have to just move this. And there's one back there that I have to, let's see if I can get to it. Not sure if I can get to that one. Oops, did I break it? So let me take you over here. So this is the pumpkins. These are all males. So if we have all males and no females, how can we reproduce? This is God's plan to reproduce. This pumpkin cannot reproduce unless we have a female. So I'm looking down and I don't see any females. I see males, males, males. And so that's how we grow where we're planted. Whatever situation God has you in, just grow right there, okay? So let's see what else I need to do. Now I'm gonna go in the greenhouse. I don't know if you can hear me. Uh, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm a little close to the screen because the sun is actually blinding the screen. Tap the screen, tap, tap, tap. Okay, that one is down. Put this back. Going to cover this. Let's see what else is here. So we have the beans. So I'm going to collect the beans. I'm not going to stay long. I'm going to harvest the beans and take them inside, water everything in this greenhouse where the herbs are for herbal medicine. So in here, I have mullein, rosemary, all kinds of herbs that you can make your own medicine with. And that's another thing about the garden. Everything for our body is in the garden. For cancer, for arthritis, ADHD, all of these different things you can find right here in a garden, okay? Liver detox, if you have a liver disorder, liver detox. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, guys. Tap the screen, hit the likes, hit the likes. Let's get up to 1,000 likes up here. Okay. I'm going to close this up because everything is wilting. The sun is too hot right now for this. So I'm going to close that up. And I'm going to take you in the greenhouse. Let's go in. The phone is hot. Good morning. Jesus is the only way, Smokey. Jesus is the only way. Yes, folks, we do have to understand that God set everything up for us. It's us that are changing things. Good morning, Mexicano. Angel Nurse, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am sweating bullets out here, but I have things that I have to do, so I didn't want to not come on. Good morning, Jamie Hayes. Thank you for the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dina, is it Deanna? Garvin, good morning, good morning, good morning. User 6102, good morning. Dahlia, good morning, everyone. So I'm in the garden again for those of you that just came in. And I wanted to explain to you that life is not just sitting at a desk. Life is about a garden. We have this entire garden. I have tomatoes growing here. I have radishes growing here. And so God gives us all these things. It's up to us, okay? Share the live, folks. Dolores, good morning. Audrey, 1951, good morning. Ray Santiago, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm outdoors because God gave us a garden. Pretty Cassie, good morning. Tap the screen, folks. Tap the screen. God gave us a garden. He gave us everything. And some of us, we don't want to be in the garden. We want to be somewhere else. Good morning, Kelvin. Is it Tedderton? Thank you for the follow, Brenda Lane. So he gave us a garden for us to flourish, for us to thrive, for us to make ourselves healthy. There is a passage in the Bible. Thank you very much. God bless you too, Kelvin. There's a passage in the Bible that says, the trees are for the food, and the leaves are for your medicine. And so that goes with everything. Thank you for the follow, Tracy, and thank you for the like, folks. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Good morning, Joe. So it's an outdoor day out here. It's about 80-something degrees right now. Good morning, Cindy Lynn. It's about 80-something degrees right now here in the DFW. Oh, I'm losing you guys. I'm trying to prop you up in the greenhouse. But this is mullein. This is for COVID. It's very soft. It feels like velvet. You can hear it. It feels like velvet. There's some avocados and more mullein because we had COVID. This grows more than 8 feet. So I decided to put that there for just in case anyone gets COVID. Yes, Kelvin, that plant It's for respiratory, any kind of respiratory condition. And so this is what this greenhouse is for. This is our survival for the family, just in case things get shut down. Meg Marie, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm Fully 66. Deborah Kemp, good morning, good morning. Folks, tap the screen, tap the screen. So when you are in life, no matter where you are, if you're in the city, if you're in the country, find something that will help you thrive. You may not want to be there, but find something to help you thrive in that environment. Just like here in this Texas weather, some of these plants, if you look at this, I'll tell you, if you look at this avocado, it was getting scorched. 2 days, I had to cut off 2 branches because it was getting scorched. So what do we do when we're getting scorched in life? When we are just getting beat up and just toasted, what do? We use that as a learning experience. We use that to grow. We use that to thrive, okay? We don't just say, oh my God, I can't take this. We use that as a stepping stone to get to the next place. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for sharing. User 3547. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Tap, tap, tap the screen. We're trying to get up to 1,000 likes and actually 5,000. But there's so many things you can learn in the garden. Good morning, Melanie Love and Tracy. And let's see, what do we have? 8576. Is it 8576? Good morning, good morning, good morning. And so that's why I'm out here today doing a lesson out here. Because we can learn from books, we can learn from scripture, but the best way to learn about all that Jesus, God, has for you is to be in life. Engage in life. Get out of your house. Don't get consumed by problems. Grow where you're planted. That's today's theme. I want you to bloom where you're planted, no matter what is going on. Good morning, Linda Carter. You lost your job, just start something on your own. Pick a skill that you have and use that to be self-sufficient. So a lot of people don't have work. A lot of people, I know I look a little crazy, I'm in the garden today, but so what you do is you make sure that you can find exactly bloom where you planted, Melanie. And that is today's topic. I want you to bloom where you're planted. Some people feel devastated at a job. It's not the job they want, but they feel sad. But use that as a stepping stone. Use it as an opportunity. If you got divorced, if your spouse left you, use that and bloom right where you're planted. We're all going to go through something, but we're going to either turn it to a positive and grow, like these plants here. We're going to either grow, we're going to replenish ourselves, we're going to nourish ourselves, we're going to make sure that we have all the things. Peter Murphy, good morning. 6102, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for the live, thank you for the likes, thanks for the share. The health coach joined. Good morning, good morning. So just use these things. Use where you are. Use where you are. You may be in a crappy community and you feel like you can do better. Use that opportunity. Help develop the community. Help develop the community. And they may offer you something that you don't even see. Doors will be open as long as you participate and you thrive. Doesn't matter what your situation is. Whether you're grieving, grow where you are planted, okay? So some of these plants, it says shade. Now, like I said, Out here, it gets up to 100 plus in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So what do? How do you bloom where you're supposed to be in shade? How do you bloom? You create the space for yourself. There's so many resources. Thank you for liking the live. Heavy Droplet, good morning, good morning. Thank you for 6102 for liking the live. So if you need shade, something in your life, then you do that. You have to make adjustments in life. You don't get stuck. Don't let it consume your head. Good morning, Sophia. Don't let things consume your head. Okay? Don't get overwhelmed. Just bloom. Just bloom. Let me show you another thing about this plant. Now, the COVID plant here, it was eaten by moths. One night, a couple of days ago, a moth got in. And if you understand what I'm saying, listen to the message. A moth got in. The enemy came and tried to destroy the plant. But the plant is still thriving. It's just one little part of its life. It doesn't create the whole life of the plant. It's one part of your life. So when something happens in your life, that's when you say it's just one part of the story, okay? One page in your book, all right? So when things happen, you just keep moving. Just keep moving. Just go through the page, let the thing happen, move through it, and thrive. And so that's what the message is. Bloom where you're planted. And that's why I'm in the garden today, because I have so many chores. I built a pond. I'll show you the pond. I'll put you over here. So I built this little pond. It's not finished yet, but it's starting, okay? So as I add things to it, it'll create its own ecosystem. And you put plants in there, and you put things that go in a pond. And this is the same thing. Everything in this garden applies to us specifically. Good morning, Cynthia Dunning and Michael, and what is that, Ruth Graham? Good morning, good morning. So everything in this garden actually applies to us. We just have to know how to utilize the resources. So I'm not going to stay because my phone is getting actually very hot, but I just wanted to pop in and say good morning and wish you all a blessed day, and to bloom where you're planted, no matter what your circumstances are. Use it as a stepping stone to grow, okay? You want to grow from whatever experiences you're going through, all right? I am here, go through the videos, and I have not had any prophetic visions. Sometimes God gives me a month or two. One time I had a year before I had another vision. Thank you for the likes, folks. Tap the screen. Hughes, good morning. And Oswald Lynch, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I don't only get prophetic dreams when God gives them to me, I deliver them to you. They don't come every day. It's not something that is manufactured. It's when there's a message for you. Thank you so much, 6102, for liking the live, folks. Thank you very much. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Always, always never feel like you are lost control. 1022, good morning, and thank you for liking the live. So never feel like you lost control. God does things for a reason. He may put you in the sun where you're baking like you're on the desert one day, or he may give you 6 months of winter, and you have to utilize that. Suzette is 6102. Thank you very much from Alabama. Good morning, Suzette. I always like that name. And so thank you very much for liking the live and for your support. There's a lot of videos there of prophetic dreams, including JonBenet Ramsey and the um, flight from Malaysia that disappeared. There's a lot of things that I have, a lot of content. If you're new here, take a look at some of the content. And I interview, we talk with folks, and we have folks on live. You're welcome to join the live. So it's a very active ministry, but it's in real time. It's not a ministry where I just show up and give you a message and ask for money. This is real life lessons that I try to incorporate because I'm learning myself, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bloom where we're planted. We're going to take whatever trials and tribulations that we are in right now, use this moment to grow, okay? Use this moment as a stepping stone, not as a burden. It's not a thorn in your side. Folks that love you, but they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's a lesson not only for them, it's a lesson for you, for your patience. Let me show you something. Talking about patience, my phone is cooking. As you can see, it's very hot out here. There's a pear tree, 2 pear trees. Let me show you about patience. This plant. And I said, oh my God, I would love to have a piece of that. I said, oh my God, I would love to have a piece of that. So I found a teeny little piece, not even the size of a thumbnail. And I brought it to the backyard here, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's what some of us do with jobs. We're waiting for a spouse, for God to bring us someone. And we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. Years go by. Nothing happens. Well, look what I found. The little cactus, I don't know if you can see it. The little cactus has now grown an arm. So it was the little round piece, and now it has finally, a year later, grew the extra little piece you see. So see, you may feel like nothing is going on, but God is behind the scenes working on your behalf. Now, everyone would have said, oh, that plant is, you're not going to get anything out of that. You're not going to get anything out of that plant. So they could have said, just throw the plant away. You're not going to get anything out of it. So now I said, okay, a year later, and I finally see growth. And that's what happens. It all applies to us. Everything in the garden applies to us. So you grow where you're planted. Use your situation. It could be a rest period from God saying, just rest. I'm behind the scenes working on your behalf. You're going to see growth. It may not be when you want it. People used to putting a seed in the ground and it pops up 3 or 4 days later. Sometimes God takes years. And so that's what we have to recognize, that just like in the garden, some fruits take 2 years to grow. Some trees, you can have a tree, and the first year it just develops. It gets strong and big and nourished, and the second year to produce the fruit. The same with us. We produce fruit in God's timing. Each of us is a different plant in the garden, and each of us will have growth when God says we are ready. That's for us. So that's what we have to understand. Growth comes in God's timing, just like with that plant, just like with this leaf. The enemy tried to come and kill the plant. But it didn't kill the plant. It only took a little piece of it, but it's not the whole story, and it's not your whole story. When the enemy comes and tries to ruin your life, somebody comes in and breaks up your relationship, and your children are going, becoming rebels and not doing anything that you tell them to do. You may have problems at work, but that is what God is saying to us. We have Him working behind the scenes, and in due time, He's going to show you the fruit. And I'm going to show you the fruit from the pear tree. And then, oh my God, it's got to be about 90 something degrees right now. So, now you could tell a tree by its fruit, right? You've heard that passage. So we have pears, right? This is from this tree, small little pears. And then the enemy comes, and which is the squirrels, and they try to destroy your fruit, okay? And so this is damaged, but you're not damaged. You're not damaged. Thank you very much for the hair, Ori. I'm in the shade trying to see. So this is damage, but it's not God's damage. This is the enemy. It's the squirrels. They come and they try to destroy God's fruit. And that's what happens in your life. The enemy comes, they try to destroy everything that you developed, everything that you were growing. And then you say, I give up. Everything is going to be ruined. My whole life is ruined. And people do that. They give up. But don't give up. Don't ever give up, because God, again, is working behind the scenes. And so, I hope you're feeling better today, Sparkle Brown. And so, folks, that's the message for today. Live in the garden, okay? Live in God's garden. Emotionally, things will come and destroy you. I'm glad you received the message. I'm getting a message out of it too. As I'm speaking to you, I'm understanding what God is trying to show me by me tending to this garden. Every day I come out here, I tend to this garden. 4 more weeks, the doctor said, oh, wow. Oh, well, I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. Those little stones, if you warm the stones and put them on the back of your neck, they really help. The stones, you just sit them in the sink with some warm water, and they actually help a lot. Warm compress on the back of your neck, it takes the pressure off of your head. So folks, I'm learning, just like you're learning. I am not an expert at anything in life. I'm always learning, and this is why I enjoy coming out here and doing the different things, because as I approach each of these problems in this garden, whether it is heat or bugs or the enemy, there's always something that you take from it. And I want you to take a message from everything in your life. Things happen to you, your health, relationships. Like I said, a lot of people are going through some serious relationship problems, whether it's their siblings, their parents, their children. And so you learn from all of these things. Everything is a lesson, okay? Now you can put your gloves on, you can put your mask on, you can protect yourself as much as you want. You see, this is how life is. You can make sure your hands don't get dirty by not getting involved in people's problems. You can put your mask on so you don't get involved and you don't smell the nonsense. But Are you learning by isolating yourself, by protecting yourself? Get out, get dirty, put your hands in the dirt, in the soil of life. Take it as a message. Exactly. Take it as a message, as a learning experience. Don't hide, okay? Don't go shelter yourself. Don't hide in your house. Don't shelter yourself. Embrace whatever it is. Write the story and then turn to the next page. That's it. Close the chapter, go on to the next chapter. But the more you hide, the less you're going to learn, okay? The only way to learn in life is to get in it, get dirty, get some of the soil. Soil of life, right? It's soil. If you put it on your hands and you get dirty, that's how you just scrolled and found, and it's like you're speaking directly to you. Wow. So this is what we have to do. See the dirt? I'm not afraid. This is things that happens in life. You get dirty. You fall down, you get dirty. What do? You take your water, right? Wherever my water bottle is, you wash it off. Just wash it off. Move on. Don't get stuck. Okay, so there's a bug buzzing over my head. And so, folks, I'm glad you stopped by today. Before it gets too hot, I'm going to finish doing my little chores out here. Exactly. You cleanse yourself. That's it. You cleanse yourself. But it's okay to get dirty, okay? It's okay. It's okay for things to happen. They're gonna happen. There's nothing to protect you. Like I said, you can put gloves on, hat on, you could put on a whole hazmat suit. Life is still going to hit you when you least expect it, okay? Sweetie Pie Williams, good morning, good morning. So that's it. Clean yourself off. That's it. You go. Relationships don't work. Wash your hands. Let's go. Don't sit there and dwell on it. Right. Yes, it definitely does. So this is how we embrace all the changes in life in the garden. Yes, I'm going to wash my hands. I got a little pump right here outside the greenhouse, but I'm not afraid of dirt. I'm in here all day, cutting lawn, mowing the lawn, trimming trees, whatever. And then from there, I go run errands to the store. Don't we have things to do in life, right? Okay, folks, God bless. I will see you next Tuesday. Thank you for stopping by, and be safe. Bye-bye.